Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of your MBA course here at Human Resources. And so first week good. A couple of you been in touch with me. So if you got any questions, I'm going to keep this real short because I know watching me ramble and stuff is time consuming. So I got a different scenic picture here because my motivation theme this week, I thought it was appreciating what you got. And I'll get back to this picture. Those of you who don't know, when I was a kid, my parents got divorced. And so my mother went back to Ireland, took me with her. So I was there from like 62 to 66 or something like that. So this isn't the house, but this is pretty much a carbon copy of the house we lived in. So that's why I have that up there. But anyway, my little theme is about appreciate what you got. And all of you are in the MBA program, so great. You know what you want, but just um, don't let yourself fall behind, or the obstacles I talk about sometimes. You all have me in the previous classes, so let things get in your way because I mean, things can happen. I mean, even though you're in a program, that doesn't mean you'll finish the program. I just had a student last term who wanted to do an incomplete, get that extra 2 weeks. Well, it turns out because she was so far behind and had already failed previous courses, even though she's like 3/4 way through the program, she was not able to continue. Um, so that's why I say appreciate what you got. I realize there's obstacles, there's other commitments, there's schedules, there's only 7 days instead of 9 days in a week. I mean, but still, you got to manage your time, and so if it applies to you, good. But just think, just keep that in the back of your head. Um, some of you may or may not know Monty Python, and I reason I got this up here is because um, I got this other point I want to make about that my picture. Sometimes people, and again, I'm back on appreciate what you got. And my point is, one of Monty Python's sketches is, oh, if I only had. Somebody was complaining about only having, I don't know what it was, but only having one piece of chicken or something. And the other character said, oh, if I only had a chicken, or, and so I use this, if I only had like the internet or the phone or electricity, a TV, water, plumbing. And so I use my own example. When I went back to Ireland in like 62, 66, this is the type of house we had, and they had just gotten electricity, right, like a month or two before I got there. So they actually had electric lights, but there was no plumbing or anything like that. No phone or any of that stuff. And the marvels of Google, I tell you. Let me show you something. So for water, we had to take a couple buckets and walk down about a mile down the road to a pump, a water pump. Now, Google today has this neat feature about the Earth Google, whatever it is. So that road way up there, and you can't even see what house was, but here's the water pump it used to come down to. So it's pretty spiffy that you can see stuff like this today. Um, we get the water and go back up. I think now they have water in there. But so anyway, that's just the thing is of course I didn't realize how deprived I was at the time, being a kid, but still, just appreciate what you have, the opportunity. School's an opportunity. There's people who want to do it. And so there, enough of my rambling about that, and into the course itself. What I've seen so far, good. Questions, good. So I'm not gonna, go over, we can do one-on-ones, and if you have any questions or anything you want to go over. Upcoming week, you got, planning for HR, selecting employees, and training employees. One of the things, depending on what you're going to be doing in your careers, when you get into upper level management and things like that, think about turnover, employees leaving. Every time an employee leaves, it's it costs money because the money you spend training that person over months or a year, and then they up and leave, that is X number of dollars that's gone. A lot of places, the fast food places especially, have a thing I call the warm body concept. You hire somebody because you just have to. These are all bad practices, but anyway, so that's just part of what are covered in these chapters here. So, all right, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I said, keep this really short. If you're interested, I got a test. One of my tests, ain't really a test question now. We went to Grant's Farm here in St. Louis Friday for my wife's birthday. So, of course, even though it's her birthday, it's all about the grandkids. So there's a couple of the grandkids. If you are curious, here you can see this. I'll see if this, I don't know if this is going to play or not, but it might play for you. So there you go. He was having fun. All right, so I'll let you go. Any questions? Get in touch. Don't fall behind too far or anything. If you're in that boat there, just let me know what's going on. And with that, I will let you all go. So hey, have a great week, and talk to you next time. Take care.